Hey, what's up with it, King? What's up with it, Queen? Y'all already know who it is. It's your big brother, Demont Pope, a.k.a. Mr. Purpose over pointless excuses. Y'all already know how I do. Every week, we keep the guests coming. We keep the value coming. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, thumb up, do a comment, do whatever you got to do. Listen, I know you want to know who we got this week. I know you want to know what it's about. So look, I ain't even going to hold you waiting no more, right? Without further delay, right? Without further ado, I want to present the sum, right, and introduce to others, Mr. Rayvon Sanders, aka Mr. Done Right of Done Right Consultations. Yeah.
What's going on, family? What's going on, good peoples? What's up?
Hey, what's up, King? I'm excited about this interview. I've been excited about it since I ran into you, in Vegas at the Recession Proof Convention, man. So we got an opportunity to chop it up real quick. But today we're going to get an opportunity to get to know who you really are, what you really do to help the people, man. So we ain't even going to waste no time. We're going to jump right off into it. Let us know, right, who is Rayvon Sanders, who is Mr. Done Right, right? And what is Done Right Consultations? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get right into it. So for those of y'all that's just now getting introduced to me, y'all know I'm Rayvon Sanders, aka Mr. Done Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm 29-year-old entrepreneur, originally from Hammond, Indiana, now residing in Atlanta, Georgia. I own and operate two successful businesses by the name of Done Right Consultations and Done Right Freight Transportation, you know, so shout out to my truckers out there.
Mm-hmm.
But to stay on point, you know, you talking, what is Done Right Consultations? Well, first and foremost, I like to say, you know, the name speaks for itself. You know, if you want something done right, you got to do it one time and one time only, the done right way, you know? But Done Right Consultations is my credit repair company, where we help the everyday person, even high-level performing entrepreneur, understand financial literacy, but starting with the basics, though. Well, not even the basics, it's the foundation, you know, which is credit. You know, that credit is king, you know, get rid of that cash is king. No, credit is king. Credit is start those conversations that you can't even start, you know, with that cash.
Come on, bro. Hey, I like how you said that, right? You set the record straight right quick, because it is a misconception. We think cash is king, but what we need to understand is credit is king, man. So I'm very grateful for you taking time out your schedule to enlighten us and empower us right quick, man. Listen, what I want to know is this, right? Tell us, what was the motivation behind you starting not just the one business, but the two businesses? Because we got Done Right Consultations and we also got the Done Right Trucking. So what was the motivation behind you getting into this space so that you can make sure the job get done right the first time? You did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great question. So look, bro, I'm completely transparent here, right? So
that's right.
The reason why I got into the industry, both industries, is the motivation was basically coming from seeing my mom's work two jobs most of my life, bro.
Come on with it.
And after giving people 20 years, man, they let her go, right?
Wow.
And so a lot of nights I witnessed mom staying up late. She actually worked overnight. So I kind of really didn't see her too often, unless it was a couple hours out of the day. It was a single parent home. So she was doing what she could to raise, you know, the king that you see before you, you know, the best she could. But the motivation also came from the only, like, I would say role models or people that was close to being successful was the neighborhood pharmacists, just to be completely transparent, right? But one thing about it, they always stayed in trouble. So I was like, yo, I don't want no parts of that. It got to be another way out. And
man,
plus,
that's
you know,
powerful. Come on with it,
yes,
man.
sir. And you know, moms need a way out too. Like, I don't want her to work no more. So
we
early
got two
on,
reasons, bro. We got, not to cut you off. Go ahead, finish. My bad.
No, I mean, basically, you know, to finish that up, it was just early on. I wanted more out of life, and it was the lack of, you know, seeing moms working two jobs, you know, my whole life, that I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do. Being authoritative figures in a job space just don't mix, you know? You got to be in you, not on you.
Oh, I hear you, bro. I hear you. You dropping gems, man. You dropping bars. And basically what I'm hearing and what I want to highlight is the fact that it was an ambition that was birthed on the inside of you because of what you witnessed in your upbringing, what you saw your mother go through, the sacrifices that she made, the time she put in on a 9-to-5, on a job in the corporate America, right? Trying to pursue the American dream. She invested 20 years, and right when it came time for her to be able to retire, withdraw that retirement and enjoy life, she was let go, and that American dream was stopped short. So it birthed something inside of you, a pain that propelled you. I like to say this, it propelled you into your position of purpose, into your place of power, into your position of entrepreneurship, because you also said that the other option that you had, which is the same option that I'm very familiar with, and I even dibbled and dabbled with when you was talking about the street pharmacist. So for those who don't know, we're talking about drug dealing. That was an option. And we found out early on that that wasn't the option that you wanted to take, because you was witnessing the mistakes and missteps of others who was living that lifestyle, and they were always in trouble. So you had wisdom, Rayvon. You was wise, Mr. Done Right. At a young age, you was able to separate, right, that wisdom from that good person, that wise man from that good man. You was wise enough to learn from other people's mistake, and you jumped off into entrepreneurship, not just with selfish ambition because you wanted to do what you had to do for mom and for your family, but you also wanted to be a way out and a way of escape for other people. Sir. So I love that, bro. I love that.
Be that vessel.
Come on, man. You want to be that vessel, right? You wanted to be that vessel. And it takes for us to have to go through some situations to be, what do you call it? Sympathetic, right? Enough to be able to sympathize, and empathetic enough to empathize with others who's going through or have been in that situation. So you went through the storm and the struggle, but now you see where the sunshine is at. So you're going to spread a little bit of that sunshine. So let me ask you this. Mr. Done Right, why is it so important to learn about building credit at an early age? Like you said, a lot of people do think that cash is king, you know, and you see them street pharmacists with the big knots of cash in their pocket. You hear them about, you hear the rappers talking about making it rain in the club, and you see them throwing dollars and all of that. You see them on the IG and the Instagram with the stacks of money. That's cash. But now we talking about credit being king. So why is it important for them to start building credit at a young age, as opposed to when they get maybe in their 30s, 40s, retirement, 50s, 60s, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. So, I mean, man, listen, like I said, a lot of people want to skip this process, because I was one of those too. You don't know what you know until, you know, you find out, right?
That's right.
So I was always cashing out. As long as I had the cash, I cash out on it. I was on my Black Youngster. But, you know, I realized I was playing the game the wrong way, bro. Like, see, when it really came down to it, you look at these Fortune 500 companies, or even people that you just really thought was successful, you don't really see them living a certain lifestyle that one I was used to, as far as seeing people with the knots on them all day and driving whatever cars, just real flamboyant and flashy, right? But when you really take a deeper look into it, and you start to really look these people up, you start to really see their accolades, their adult resume. Right?
Come on. You
know, they talking ownership. You know, a lot of them got partnerships. And man, it's all about assets.
Yeah, talk that.
Thinking about one thing that I like to always like reference to is a hotel, right? The reason being is because now we're talking good debt and bad debt. See, when it comes down to a hotel, infrastructure, the build and all of that, these people not paying straight cash for that. Nobody really got the bag up front to pay for a whole cash, hotel right up front.
Come on.
So now they go talk to these people that's really talking that language, that really got the money to give to them, AKA the banks, the financial institutions, right?
Yeah.
Now, even if you go in there and you've been banking with them for however many years, you got 100,000 in it, that's still nothing, because it's not even there. They lend that out.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So now they want to see what you really been doing from the age of 18 and up. You go in there like, yeah, man, I'm the man in my hood. They don't care about that. That street fame don't hold no weight when you get to talking this money with these banks.
Come on, bro.
So once I really realized that, and my first experience with doing that is when I went to go get a car. You know, like, yeah, you can't find a lot of those spots that you can just cash out on it. But like I said, man, when you start to really get that foundation in order, they throw it at you. They throw you the keys. Lowest interest rates. And not to get off subject, long story short, man, in order to fund that hotel, You got to have that paperwork. You got to have that adult resume. Right.
Now, I like how you keep saying that adult resume. Like, talk about that. Like, we just gonna throw that in because you keep referencing it, and I want to make sure that they understand where you're coming from. Like I understand. So break that down for us. Let them know exactly what that is.
Yeah. So the adult resume is basically your credit report. You know, the things that make up your credit report, like the payment history, your utilization, derogatory remarks. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break all them down, but I'm just giving you the main 6 key components of your credit report. You know, your credit aids, the history, as far as your account mix and how often you're applying for stuff. Like all of that holds an account right there. That's your adult resume.
Powerful.
So, yes, sir. So look, check it out. Your payment history alone make 35% of your credit report alone. You know what I'm saying? That they want to see that. So I don't really even like to say break it down in layman's terms, but I'm gonna put it to you just like this. If I was to borrow $500 from you, right, and I told you that I pay you back next Wednesday, I don't know the exact date, but just follow me. All right, next Wednesday come, and I don't pay you back because you done blew my phone up. Now I'm avoiding you though, but you like, all right, maybe bro going through something. You kind of cool with it. Another week go by, I'm still avoiding you. Like, all right, look, hold on. So now what's gonna happen? And we all done did this. Look, if somebody did borrow some money, they didn't pay back on time. We get to kind of letting people know like what's going on. Like, look, I don't know what's going on, but he ain't paying me back. So if you talk to him, tell him I need to holler.
Let him know I'm looking for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that third week come, you don't call me, I call you, I paid you back, right? But the damage already done. You didn't already let people know that if they see me, I need to holler at you, right? So now I'm at like 90% on-time payment history. I just with that little grain of salt, it didn't hurt a lot. That 10% hurt because I need to be flawless out here. If I go out here and borrow some more money or attempt to borrow money, right? They already didn't heard that I'm late with paying money back, even though I paid. So they're like, yeah, I might rock with you. You ain't getting no $500 from me though. I'll probably give you $50.
Come on.
You know?
Because you can't handle the rest of it. Yeah.
Exactly. And even if you can, your history don't show that. You know what I'm saying? Resume. So that's how these banks look. That's how they really get down to the nitty-gritty like that. That's why 100% payment history, that's important, bro. That's 35% alone.
Wow. Listen, bro, I appreciate you dropping the game. Jules, value. Listen, man, if y'all getting value already, I need you to hit the thumbs up, like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because you're learning some information and we don't want to keep this information to ourselves. Like, we ain't even charging you for this. This is free information. I don't know if y'all got the memo, but this is free. Like, we didn't take no cover charge at the door and we ain't taking no cash apps and nothing like that to get this information right quick. So we do want you to get this value and share this value, man. And Mr. Dunright, check it out, man. So now I can definitely understand, and I do believe that the viewers and listeners can understand why it's important to start building credit at a young age, because by the time you reach that adulthood, right, you need that resume already in place. So you can't wait till you get there to start building it. You get where I'm coming from?
Exactly.
You already want to practice. You're going to play how you practice, right? So if you practice well, you're going to play well. So I get where you're coming from. Now, let me ask you this one. Talk to us about one of the most important lessons, right, that you've learned over your career in building this credit, not just for yourself, business credit, but building business credit for others. What's one of the most important lessons you've learned through this process? Stay a student.
Stay a student of the game, no matter what level that you own. Get rid of that ego, bro. Like, you know, a toddler can teach you something, you know, so stay a student. Stay studious out here, man. And trust the process. Don't skip it. Don't try to get over that. You know, don't fake it till you make it. Get rid of that mentality.
Come on.
Go through it. You know, you grow through what you go through. So you definitely got to trust it, bro, for real.
Yeah, I love that, man. Like you said, you grow through what you go through, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we don't want to go through it. And what I like to say is we got to go through it in order to get to it. You understand what I'm saying? In any area of life, whatever it is that you aspiring to get to, in order to get to it, you have to go through whatever you got to go through to get to it. If you're trying to get across the room, you at least got to walk across the middle of the floor. You literally have to go through the middle of the room to get to the other side of the room. So I like that, man. I like how you highlighted that. Stay studious, stay a student, always be learning, become a lifetime learner. Like they got this button, man, click of the button, this thing. I don't know, maybe you heard about it, Mr. Dunn, right? Maybe they have it's called Google, man. You know what I mean? They go to Google and type in any question and it'll give the answer just like that. Like they don't even have to go study the encyclopedias or the dictionary or any other ancient form of information or knowledge. Like all they got to do is go through this new thing that they got called Google, and they can learn this information.
My fault, boss. Even to add on to that, man, you got YouTube University.
Come on, man. YouTube University, you got Google Scholars. Like you can't lose out here. Like it's opportunity, in other words. And I always like to say information can change your situation, but you got to have access to the information. A lot of times we using these digital devices as liabilities as opposed to assets. Like we need to use these digital devices, right, to gain, all right, to use as leverage, right, for what we can't do in cash value, we can do in leverage value. We'll talk about that on another conversation. But look, Mr. Dunn, right, real quick, right? What's the biggest challenge, right? Since we're talking about not skipping the process, we're talking about going through the process, right? We're talking about growing through what you go through. So tell me about one of the biggest challenges that you're facing in your business right now, and let us know how you are dealing with it, because we want people to know that problems, adversity, obstacle, it's a part of the process. It's not how you react to it, but it's how you respond to it. So walk us through one of your challenges and how you're dealing with that, if you will, please, Ken.
I got you. Yeah, so starting off, it was scary, honestly, because just holding the weight and knowing that you're going to be the first multimillionaire in your family.
Come on with it. Talk.
You know that it gets scary, because you know that the family is really going to be counting on you. You're going to be the man with the plan, the woman with the plan. You know, they ride on you. You're the last hope. You know what I'm saying? Just about. But that was one problem. But it's like I said, you got to trust the process, man. Just stick to it. Stay the course. You know, if I had to quit early on, I would have never met you. I would have never been in the rooms that I've been able to get into to now expose myself to, you know, the endless possibilities of what's going on in this world. You know, it's bigger than my neighborhood.
Come on.
We got a whole world out here for real.
You speaking power, man. And you said something valuable. Like if you would have gave up, you wouldn't have been in the room. And that's what we have to highlight, being in the room. Again, that's how we met one another. We were in the room with a bunch of powerful, influential, wealthy individuals. We were able to network, right? Gain access to each other. We were able to gain access to the wealth of information, not just the money, but we were able to gain access to the wealth of knowledge and information that would unlock the door for us to access these millions, so that we, like you said, Mr. Dunn, right, can be that very first millionaire in that family that everybody's depending on. But you're able to hold that weight, man. We had to get in the room. It was Magic Johnson that said he had to get his mind right before he got his money right. So we had to get in the room to learn that wealthy people got their minds right before they begin to get their money right. So that's what we're trying to do right here with Mr. Dunn, right, and your big brother Demont Pope. We're trying to help y'all get your mind right. So again, hit that notification bell, subscribe, like, thumbs up, type a nice comment, type a question, whatever you got. We ready for it, all right?
Tap in, don't tap out.
Hey, man, I like that. My boy dropping ball. He been dropping balls since he stepped in the door. Tap in, don't tap out. Listen, while that energy is still cooking right quick, I want you to, before we even get to another question, Mr. Dunn, right, do me a favor, please. Do us a favor. Let everybody know where they can tap in with you at, right? So that they don't be tapped out, so that they don't get stuck right where they are, what their credit report says about them right now. Let them know that they can reach out to you and get help with that thing, and they can get it done right. So let them know your website, social media links. If you got some stuff coming up, any seminars, webinars, whatever's going on with you, let us know about it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, you know, my main platforms is Instagram, but I'm on, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, even TikTok. right? So everybody can tap in with me at Mr. Done Right, exactly how it sounds. It's spelled exactly the same, no abbreviations, _, right? Now on Facebook is Ray Sanders. And you will see me in the picture. I'm in my tux. I'm in the throne. I'm sitting in the throne, the black throne with the gold outlines. You know, that's me. But yeah, if you really want to really tap in with me, just either tap in on Instagram, or you could really actually text me. You know, you could text the phrase "done right" to 404-738-5616. You know, that way you can really tap in with me and we take it to the next level.
Yeah, I love it, man. I'm excited about what you got going on, man. I'm really grateful we got a chance to cross paths while we were in the room. And I'm also grateful, man, for the building that's about to take place, because we building. That's all it is. It's the first block and the first stone in the building. That's what we're doing. Now, let me ask you this. Before we get ready to get up out of here, because I know you gotta do some things right, gotta get some things done right. So I get it. So before you get out of here, though, what is one piece of advice that you would give to someone wanting to learn how to start building business credit? Like if they want to learn how to tap in so they don't continue being tapped out, right? If they want to learn how to plug into this information, not just even with the credit, like if they want to know about the trucking, like if they got any aspirations or dreams, but they've been held back because of not having the financial stability or the financial knowledge or understanding, like what would you say to them to break down that barrier of can't into so they can cross over into that can?
Right. First thing you need to do, start now. Not tomorrow, not later, but you start now. So act now, figure it out later. You know? Because see, a lot of times what happens is we become complacent and just stagnant when we're trying to do things perfect because, man, I'm not ready. Or if you keep waiting until you feel like you're ready, you'll never be ready. And you wasted a whole lot of time. So just start now, you know? Definitely, like I said, don't skip that process. The foundation is key. That credit profile is what's really going to get you the bag. But just a quick breakdown, though, of what you need to do when you are looking to start that business. You want to make sure that your name is straight, you know, so you could go to your sos.gov and actually search your name. If no information come up on your name, that's a clean name. You could use it. If you search that name and something come back, like, you know, it give you an address, you got to go back to the drawing board. That means it's already incorporated, right? So start with the name. Then you want to get to a business email address. I use Google Suite, and there's actually seen you like to GoDaddy or something like that, but get you a domain. So it'd be like your name. So basically it'd be like Mr. Done Right at Done Right Consultations. Yeah. So your name and then at your company's name. .com, buy them up. Buy them all if you want to. .com, .biz, .org, whatever. Get a list 3-4 of them. So that way you're really securing it. Then you want to make sure that you do have a 1-800 number, which you can go to like call 8, KALL, the number 8. They also report to the business credit bureaus too. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is helping you build that foundation up. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you see, hey, look, you see me smiling over here, King, because see, I don't know if they understand, but when they start implementing, they gonna understand the value of this information that you've just given. Like what they don't understand is you literally just gave them the blueprint, right? How to build their business from scratch, how to get their name right, how to do the research, find out if the name is taken, right? How to get the business email address so that they're looked at professionally, like how to get the 800 number. Like a lot of people don't know these steps. And I kind of just reiterated it to them right quick. Yeah. Give them a little cheat sheet on the secret sauce right quick, man. Listen, bro, I'm really grateful for you taking time out your schedule to come kick it with your bro over here as we speak purpose, King. Hey, I'm more grateful for you all for taking time out of your schedule to tune in, not only just check in and tune in, but you stayed locked in for the entire episode. So I want to say thank you to you. Listen, you already know me. I'm going to be back next week, right? But for now, it's your big bro, Demont Pope, a.k.a. Mr. Purpose over Pointless Excuses. Hey, that's your big bro, Mr. Done Right over there. We'll holler at y'all next week.
Yeah, let's get it, King. Got to.
Just when they thought that he was gone, he came back home and got his resurrection on. Just when they thought that he